I never hear a panel with a bunch of white women talking about why white men ain't. I never hear a panel of a bunch of white men saying, what do I gotta do to pay for, please, a white woman? I ain't racist at all. But I'm just so sick of all of this black on black, this relationship, niggas ain't this, women ain't dot. Like, yo, if we so bad, just go pick another race.
I really don't like y'all because the fact that you couldn't find a woman in your own country, these passport bros, I'm gonna be so for real with y'all. Y'all are so ugly. Y'all are ugly. Y'all are uneducated. You ran to a third world country. Ooh, I hate y'all. Good night.
We don't care. Although we enjoy the laughter you give us.
Hey YouTube, this is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got a pretty good one, man. We got a brother asking, why do we have pretty much this gender war between brothers and sisters in the black community, right? Why are we constantly seeing this? Now, here's the thing. We weren't ever hearing these questions back in the early 2000s, back in the 90s, when you had plenty of shows pandering to women, having these conversations about men, these women, all of these women coming up here with their problems, right? Never taking accountability, never sitting over here saying, well, Steve Harvey, the reason, I came on this show to ask you a question is because I've been with this man for about 5 months. He's been dogging me out, he's been beating it up, tearing me down, he's been doing everything, but, I just love him so much. I've been paying his car note, I've been paying some of his bills, you know what I'm saying? Like, he lives with me, I know I've been saying he's been paying some of his bills, but, hey, it's Pookie and that, and it's that, and that's daddy. So, of course, I'm going to take care of him, I'm going to pay for everything. All of these women coming up there with all of their issues, coming up there with all the dramas, asking questions, man, that a 3-year-old can answer, right? I mean, you just simple common sense. I mean, like, dude, okay, well, I see you have your issues with this man over here. I see that, you're having your issues with whoever, right? But you know what, hey, maybe you need to find another guy, right? Very rare did you find Steve Harvey, right? Holding these women accountable. Right? Like I said, man, once again, you had shows in the early 2000s all the way up until Red Pill came about, which was right before COVID or during, I think it was during COVID. It's probably like a year or two right after COVID, whatever, right? That's when Red Pill got popping, right? Now you're talking about podcasts for men. And now all of a sudden we have people who are coming up with these videos. Why all these men coming up with podcasts? Why everybody want to come up here with podcasts and this and that? But why was everybody trying to always come up with shows talking about men, right? Why do we always have shows pandering to women? Always. And once again, Steve Harvey was your biggest one. That's what's his bread and butter, right? Wasn't being a comedian, wasn't making movies, wasn't being in shows. It was pandering to women. That's what we all know him for. So now you're going to have people who can't take these type of discussions. So you're going to have your women, you're going to have your carefree people who just don't care about anything, right? Until it affects them. That is this person right here. He does not care about anything until it affects him. He will be the same one to sit over here and say, bro, why you worried, man, about her sitting over here sleeping around, having sex with any and everybody, sitting over here busting her open for any and everybody, making money on OnlyFans? Why are you so worried about her, right? Mind your business. Does it affect you? No, it doesn't. Okay, then so why are you so worried about it? Okay. But then next thing you know, you see her on the news because she done got her child expelled from school. She got her child expelled from school for sitting over here trying to promote her OnlyFans. For sitting over here, right, a child getting bullied because his mom is on OnlyFans, because his mom is over here on an adult site getting slammed in. Then you have these people who sit up here and ask, Or why does it bother you so much? Because once again, it is going to affect us at some point in time. For us men now, right? This man sitting over here saying, why does it matter until he end up having, let's say he has a dang daughter, or his daughter grows up to be, or if he does have a child and his daughter grows up to be right on the stripper pole, what are you going to be saying then? Right? What are you going to be saying then? So that's why we have these channels. Let's go ahead and see what the brother got to say.
I never hear a panel with a bunch of white women talking about why white men ain't shit. I never hear a panel of a bunch of white men saying, what do I gotta do to pay for or please a white woman? I ain't racist at all. But I'm just so...
Before I break him down, let's go ahead and get into the reason why your men are now sitting over here asking, what do I have to pay just to get this woman's attention? What do I have to pay just to get you out on a date just so I can pay for the food also? Understand that this is the culture that women created. This is the culture that women created. Once again, this is why men are sitting over here, pay for play, right? If you want some of this cat, you're going to have to pay, right? So now, brothers, at this point, because women have squandered their value so much that it is rare that you find a woman, man, who is traditional, who has self-respect and morals. These women here, man, just sitting over here, just giving it up to any and everybody, right? So that's what's leading guys to sit over here saying, well, right, when you have women sitting over here saying, well, how much are you making? Are you making 70K? Are you making 100K a year? Are you making 90? Are you making, 150K a year? Your Kendra G's, right? Your Kevin Samuels, these women that's coming up here with these outrageous salaries, this outrageous money. And it's like, yo, like what? Don't get mad because once again, guys are just sitting over here dabbling in the culture that women then created. Once again, when you sitting up here and listen, once again, these are the same guys, brothers like brother W. Du Bois. I forgot the brother's name. O'Shea Du Jackson be slamming him every time, and it's funny, right? But he will sit over here and say some stuff like this. Literally, he will sit over here and say some stuff like this. And you just got to ask, why do you have this kind of mindset? So more than likely, he was probably raised by a mother. Sounding like this. Well, why does it matter, bro? Why does it bother you? Well, who cares, bro? Like, I mean, dude, like who cares? The kids care, right? But once again, see, these will be the same brothers who will sit over here and get on you for not wanting to step up. You will not ever get anywhere in life with that type of mindset, right? Now, once again, not saying that he's a bad guy, right? Not saying that they're a bad guy. These people who think like this are genuinely good people. However, they don't have the mindset to put themselves in good positions with women and find a suitable partner, right? So once again, they come up with these crazy ideologies, right? They come up with these crazy ideologies. You got Brother Du Bois, right? Going back and forth with Anton, right? And Anton was straight dusting him. The dude's getting upset. While you were sitting over here, man, constantly, jumping on these women and critiquing, and attacking these women. And it was crazy because Anton, bro, he killed it, right? He's saying, man, listen, Kevin Samuels were holding men accountable, right? When we hold men accountable, which Brother Du Bois do all the time, when you hold brothers accountable, it is always, yes, hold that brother accountable. Yes, constructive criticism. Men always look at constructive criticism as constructive criticism. Women look at constructive criticism as attacking. Ain't that right, Brother Du Bois? Women look at constructive criticism as attacking, right? Once again, like he said, he was over here on YouTube. Once he started to get the clicks for, attacking these sisters, now that's what he just stuck with, right? When he did still get on brothers, right? But hey, guess what? He already accomplished a niche where he did get big to some degree, right? But he accomplished a niche where he was holding brothers accountable. Women didn't want to sit over here and talk about this, so clap their hands. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where was Brother Du Bois? I'm pretty sure he'll be sitting over here, definitely with that brother. Hey, most definitely. Go ahead, Kevin Samuels. Go ahead. But once you start talking about women, then it's, well, now he's attacking women. Right now, we're coming over here with these, with these narratives that, hey, he might swing the other way. right? Coming up with pictures. I mean, it was like, man, come on. Right? Come on. All because he was holding women accountable. But you see the double standards here. Once again, where were these type of people at? Right? All these people who sitting over here getting upset about men coming with all these podcasts and all of this stuff. Where were y'all at when we had all of these Steve Harveys, Steve Harveys, Wendy Williams, all of these shows that pander to women, Oprah Winfrey, like cut it out.
Black on black, this relationship, niggas ain't this, women ain't dot. Like, yo, if we so bad, just go pick another race. Stop using this as your major topic point or whatever. Every time I go up down my timeline, niggas ain't shit, black men this, black that, sassy this, black women this, black. I'm tired of, I don't see a big panel of that going around. I see somebody coming to Baltimore to discuss black relationships and all of this dumb shit. I don't see.
So let's go ahead and attack some of his points, right? Let's go ahead and attack some of his points. Now, he said, why don't you just go overseas and go date, right? Once again, hey, people, listen, this is another one of his points. Go overseas, right? Why don't you date outside your race? That's what brothers are doing, right? But when brothers date a white woman, it's an issue, right? We're calling them swirlers. We're calling them, sellouts and all of this extra stuff. Right? That's why you have brothers who are sitting over here going overseas. That's why you got passport bros. But guess who's mad about that? Right? Sisters. Right? So much so that monkey see, monkey do. Hey, well, you know what? Because these brothers are sitting over here going overseas and trying to date and all this stuff because they're tired of what we got going on down here, pretty much doing what this man just said, we're going to go ahead and sit over here and bash them. We're going to sit over here and say, now that you're sitting over here going overseas just to have sex and, try to do all of this extra stuff, trying to put allegations on people. You got brothers who are like this, who put women on a pedestal. Now, he said, once again, well, you got all of these men sitting over here saying this, you got women sitting over here saying that. Bro, I get what you're trying to do. I get what you're trying to do, right? I get what you're trying to do. But once again, everything that you're saying, women have started, right? Women started sitting over here, once again, trying to hold men accountable, right? Sitting over here having panels full of women pandering to women. Once again, now we get a platform where men get a platform to be able to speak up for themselves now and say, hey, well, hold on. This is what we don't like. And these women who are jumping on these shows, jumping on Steve Harvey, jumping on all of these over these shows, talking about, man, hey, this is what I'm going through in my relationship because of him. Now guys are sitting over saying, man, time out. Nah, that's definitely not true, because now we're catching, men are hip to the game. Men are hip to women's game. So once again, you're going to have guys like this who get upset because you're saying that. Right now, granted, look how once again, I'm pointing out, look how he looks, right? Look how he looks. He looks like one of those, he looks just like one of those guys. He looks just like one of those guys, man, who are going to sit over here and pander to women. I'm telling you, he panders to women.
Shit. I don't see white people going around discussing how to be a great woman and all of this to please. I don't see it. I just don't. 2024, I'm sick of this shit. I don't want no black slander, no black man slander. Be all kings and queens. Stand on it then. Just stand on it. You want the life so bad that you rather play a nigga, downplay a nigga. I'm sick of this shit.
Now, going back to his point, right? Going back to his point, he sat here and said, bro, you don't see any men trying to sit over here and tell white women how to act. You want to know why? Right? You want to know why? Even though those are the ones who created feminism in the 1840s and got sisters and sit over here and join that stuff in the 1960s, which is why divorce rates started to become high, right? Which is why the black family started to break apart, because you had sisters say, you know what? We're going to go ahead and follow these women over here, right? We're going to try to follow the full life sisterhood, right? The womanhood. Let's say that the womanhood. We're going to follow them, destroying homes. Right now, once again, it's sisters out here, man, that's single mothers. 70 to 80% of women out here initiating divorce. But once again, you don't have these men, these white men don't have to sit over here and teach their wives how to be submissive, right? You look at women today, who are the only women that's sitting over here, once again, calling men gay? Sisters. Who are the ones that's sitting over here calling men broke and dusty? Sisters. Who are the ones that's always sitting over here saying most black men are down low? Sisters, who are the women that sit up here and jump on the internet to expose their man, to expose their baby father, to expose their boyfriend, just to get back with them later? Sisters, who sits up here and preaches that, you know what, hey, you need to pay some of my bills before I even think about taking you seriously? Sisters. But that's not something that he wants to damn talk about, because once again, that is the reason why we even having this discussion right now. You have women who are like that sitting over here putting dirt on men's name, and men just have to stay quiet. Now, once again, men have a platform. Men are going to talk. Men are going to talk. Men are going to tell you what they like and what they dislike. Right? We're going to sit over here and react to some of these videos, and we're going to say we call BS on that. Why? Because once again, here's the reason why. Boom, 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 boom. I experienced this. I experienced this. Here's statistics. Here's some videos to show you and to back up why we think it this way, why we're saying this. Go through people, men and women, go through my whole page. I'm pretty sure you can go through O'Shea D. Jackson's page, MTR page, AQ's page, Different Perspective page. You can go through all of our pages and you will see sisters sitting over here disrespecting men. I mean, dude, I just had a video yesterday where you had a sister sit up here and disrespect a man talking about some taco meat. The man simply said, the reason I didn't want to take you seriously is just because, you're walking, the way you walk now was just seemed very masculine. And then the lady asked him, well, does she still seem masculine after talking to her? Yeah, he does. Yeah, she does a little bit. But I mean, yeah, that's just me though. Nothing, it didn't say anything disrespectful. What did she do? She came back being passive aggressive, sitting over here talking about his chest, talking about top of me, all of this crap. I pulled up another video where the shoes were reversed, right? Where she was the one that was vetting the guy, still being disrespectful to the man. So once again, and guess what? When you go look at those comments, all of those sisters are sitting over here defending her. We just got to call it for what it is, but the sisters in our community today are the reason we even have the podcast that we have now. That's just a fact. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. And like I said, brothers, don't fall. Don't be like this guy. Like I said, don't be like this guy, because once again, there's a lot of things that he's overlooking and there's a lot of things that he is missing, as I just stated, right? He's not going to talk about, once again, all of these women who have created these ad hominems, who have sat over here and once again, look at the bashing Kevin Samuels got just because he gave women advice. But once again, you're going to have a mitigated guard to sit up here and come make this video. But once again, these are the type of men, right, that I mean by are becoming imps, that are becoming very feminine. That's just me, though. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe.